Hi guys, it's Nessie here of Slice of Heaven. Welcome to my baking lesson for tonight. And then today, we're going to make our sponge cake. And then I'm gonna show you all the ingredients that we are making. Alright, we'll start it from here. We have prepared a 4 large egg. It should be on room temperature. And then I have here my 400 grams or 2 cups of custard sugar. And I had my 8 ounces of milk or 1 cup of milk, fresh milk, or you can use skim milk. And I had here unsalted butter on 113 grams or 8 tablespoons. And I had my 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then in this one, I had prepared our all-purpose flour for about 260 grams or 2 cups. And I had 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then half a teaspoon of salt. And then I had prepared my 18 cupcake tins for our sponge cupcake recipes. Okay guys, and then later we're going to show you how to mix them in our stand mixers. Alright guys, now we had ready our stand mixer, or you can use your hand mixer or whatever stand mixer you got. So I'm gonna pour our 4 large eggs into our bowl. And I'm using our whisk attachment. And then I'm gonna beat this egg and sugar within 5 minutes. And then we will have to we will have to see the consistency of our egg and sugar mixtures when we reach the what we call our ribbon stage. We'll beat this in 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna pour the sugar slowly into the egg mixture. Okay, and then we'll just put this into the high speed. Okay guys, here is our end results. And our egg and sugar mixtures are beaten for 5 minutes. And then you can see that your egg and sugar mixture is ready when they reach on what we call a ribbon stage. So when you took this hand whisk and then you just have to draw a line on the mixtures, meaning they are ready. Okay, and I'll put this back on. And before I did that, I had my milk and butter heated in the microwave, and this is what we're going to do for our liaison procedure. So I'm gonna pour the our dry ingredients into the egg and sugar mixtures, and I'll pour my baking powder into the flour and my salt. And then I'm gonna combine them. Once you have combined the salt and the baking powder, we'll pour this into the egg and sugar mixture. And then we'll just beat it for about until they are incorporated. So at this time, instead of dumping the butter and milk into your egg and sugar mixtures with the flour that we had combined together, I'll just have to get some about roughly 2 cups of these mixtures into the butter and milk, alright? And this is what we called our liaison procedure. If you had a measuring cup, to make it sure, you can use 2 cups of that mixture to mix into the butter and milk mixture. That's why we call this liaison, because you don't want to have your butter become a egg or making like a pancake. Okay, and then once I have mixed this, I'm gonna pour this back into our bowl and then beat it until they are incorporated. So I'm using my hand whisk to mix them together. This time, I'll just have to shift my whisk attachment into our paddle attachment. So I'll scrape the flour on the sides or our butter. Okay. Then I'll have to pour this gradually into our mixing bowl. And last but not the least, our vanilla extract. Okay. Now our sponge butter are ready. And then we're going to pour this in our cupcake tins. And then we'll have to preheat our oven into 175 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we'll bake them for about 25 minutes. And I'll be back and I'll show you how to pipe this into our cupcake tins. Alright guys, I'm back. Now I already had prepared my piping bag. If you had a piping bag but like this is very easy to use it to squirt around on your cupcake tins and then or your cupcake pans. So I'm using this Wilton tip, which is very convenient for me to squeeze my butter into the cupcake pans. Alright, I'll just show you how I do it. Alright, I'll just squeeze it on the top and I hold it on the tip. So this is very convenient for me instead of scooping. And I can have my butter very even on each tins. Okay, so I will have to pour all my cake butter into the cupcake tins and then I'm gonna bake them for about 25 minutes. And then I'll show you the end results of our cupcake, our sponge cupcakes recipes for tonight. Okay, and then I'll be back once the cupcake is ready. Okay guys, I'm back again. So now I already piped all our butter into our cupcake tins. And this is ready for us to bake, or for me to bake. So I already had prepared my oven and it's on set in 175 degrees Celsius and I'll bake this cupcake for about 25 minutes. And thank you very much for watching this video and please subscribe my channel and I'll show you later on how to decorate our cupcakes. And thank you and good night. Bye.